Hi, I need to apologise for this. There's a lot of mess, but I couldn't be bothered to tidy, so sorry already. And also I've realised that in pretty much every video I look like I'm just basically wearing some form of pyjama outfit, but I have 2 children and I like to be comfortable. Anyway, moving on. This video is just to sort of clarify a few things. I haven't had any negative feedback so far from any video I've made, but I don't know, I had a moment of, I don't know, maybe self-judgment really the other day. And I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. I realised that so far a lot of my videos, you know, the one about birth trauma, the one I did the other day about eating disorders, can come across sounding very self-involved and a little bit, I don't know, self-consuming or self-consumed. I'm very aware that, you know, things like depression and any kind of mental disorder is quite a self-involved thing. You know, depression isn't about other people, it's about you and how you're feeling, and it is very self-consuming and all-consuming, and it's very one of the, you know, the common traits of people who are depressed is that they are spending a lot of their time thinking about how they're feeling, and they struggle to sort of empathize with other people and to think about other people. And you know, I work very hard to make sure that I do that. I'm in a position at the moment where I'm slightly stronger than I've been in the past, so I am more able to be there for other people, to think about other people first, and to be a little bit more empathetic in the way that I interact with the world. But when you're at your weakest moments, it's really hard to do that, and I appreciate that. So basically what I wanted to say in this video was that when I talk about these issues that I have, I'm trying to do it from a place where I'm being honest about what it is for me and what it feels like to be me with all my various different problems and issues and what have you. And it is in no way a judgment or a reflection of how anyone else may be feeling or how their symptoms manifest themselves. The video I did on eating disorders, you know, I was very clear that I wanted to say that I've not been diagnosed with anything. You know, I haven't been diagnosed with body dysmorphia, I haven't been diagnosed with any kind of eating disorder. And I wanted to make that very clear because I know how difficult those conditions are, and I understand how traumatic it can be for those who are affected by it, whether directly or indirectly, and I don't want to by any means seem like I'm speaking for those that do suffer. Everybody has their own story, everybody has their own truth, as the Americans like to say, and I wouldn't dare speak for them. I can only speak about the experiences that I've had, and hopefully anyone who watches these videos who've had similar feelings or, I don't know, similar experiences can find a little bit of solace in the fact that they're not alone and they're not the only one who's ever felt that way. But equally, if I'm completely individual and no one out there feels the same way about these things that I do, that's fine too. I have no judgment at all. And I don't want people to feel like I am judging them or that I think badly of them. You know, when it comes to things like eating disorders, I think there's this perception that people who are skinny or actually have an official eating disorder are judging those that are overweight, or even just a healthy size, but certainly bigger than the thin person. And that's, I mean, for me at least, that's not the case. I don't judge people on their size at all. That's the problem, is that I have a huge amount of love for everybody else. I don't apply that same level of love to myself. That's the issue I'm dealing with. It's not the other way around. I don't apply the same amount of judgment that I have to myself to other people at all. That doesn't happen. That's why it's a disorder, is it's completely unfair and it's completely unbalanced. And I think that's a really important thing to get across. I love everyone I meet. If people treat me kindly, I treat them kindly. If people show me love, I show them love. I don't meet people and immediately think badly of them. That's not how it works. And even when people are rude to me, I have learnt in recent years to try not to see that as someone who is a bad person or someone that I shouldn't like, and actually be like, maybe they're having a bad day. You know, we all have them, trust me, I have plenty. So maybe let's just say, okay, I'm going to give you some space, I'm not going to push myself on you right now, and try again another day. I felt like it was important to make this video just to explain where I'm coming from, make it clear that my words and discussions on how I'm feeling are not a commentary on anybody else or anybody else's experience. And I'm actually genuinely interested in hearing other people's experiences and learning from them, and maybe finding some common ground with others, but also to hear the differences as well. The mind is such an interesting and complex thing that I think the more that we can learn about it, the better, whether it be just finding out that actually we all work in relatively similar ways, or finding out that people have very different thought patterns. Whatever it is that we discover, I think it's important to keep discovering and sharing our stories if we can. And equally, just on that note quickly, is that I'm at a place right now where I feel like I want to discuss what I'm going through. I want to be honest. I want to be open and out there with what I've gone through and what I continue to go through. But if you don't want to, if you don't feel ready to, or you don't feel like it's anybody else's business, or you don't want other people finding out what you're going through inside, that is fine. You don't need to, and don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you're letting the side down if you don't talk about your mental illness. Yes, I think we'd all be healthier if we could do it, but that's what I think. And that's what's right for me right now. But you're you, and you need to do what's right for you, and you need to do it when you're ready. Because who knows, in 10 years' time, you might be ready to talk about it, and that would be great, and we'd all love to hear your story. But if you're not ready right now, don't force it. Don't make yourself do this. It's got to be for you, not for anybody else. Not because society is telling you to, or an organisation is telling you to. Do it because you want to do it, because you genuinely think it's what you need, and that you would benefit from it, and perhaps other people might benefit from it as well. I made these videos mostly because I felt the need to speak out on certain issues. I didn't make these videos because I wanted to affect anybody else. If I do, that's a wonderful, or hopefully a wonderful, effect that I get to have, but it wasn't my aim. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say today. Just, basically let everybody know that I love you all. I think you're all amazing. I think we're all wonderful. I think we're all doing the very best that we can, and that's all that anyone can ask for. And if you need help, reach out and get it. If you want to talk to me, please comment below. And yeah, that's it. Bye.